The xDrive60 uses adaptive two-axle air suspension to keep the ride smooth, while rear-wheel steering helps make this enormous sedan easier to maneuver. That combination is important because the i7 is more than 212 inches long. That's a seriously large automobile. Yet behind the wheel, it can feel considerably more manageable than its dimensions suggest. Now, let's talk about the most important part of any electric vehicle, the battery. The i7 xDrive60 uses a large lithium-ion battery with around 101.7 kilowatt-hours of capacity. Depending on the market, wheel configuration, driving conditions, and testing standard, its official driving range is around 590 to 625 kilometers under WLTP testing, while US EPA figures are roughly around 300 miles. That means the i7 isn't designed to be a short-distance luxury toy. It's engineered to handle long journeys while keeping passengers comfortable. And when you eventually need to recharge, the car supports high-speed DC charging. BMW lists DC charging capability of up to 200 kilowatts in its specifications, while real-world testing has recorded peak charging around 195 kilowatts. That makes long-distance travel much more practical than you might expect from such a large luxury EV. Now look at the exterior again. The massive illuminated kidney grille immediately catches your attention. The slim lighting elements, dramatic front design, long wheelbase, flush door handles, large wheels, and sculpted bodywork give the i7 a presence that is difficult to ignore. Some people will love the design. Others may think it's too bold. But one thing is certain. It doesn't look ordinary. And that's exactly what BMW seems to have wanted. The i7 isn't trying to hide the fact that it's different. It combines the traditional proportions of a flagship luxury sedan with futuristic electric technology. And perhaps the most impressive thing about this car is how many different personalities it can have. It can be an incredibly quiet executive limousine. It can be a comfortable long-distance cruiser. It can become a mobile entertainment lounge for rear passengers. And when you press the accelerator, it can suddenly feel like a performance machine. That's what makes the 2023 BMW i7 xDrive60 so interesting. It isn't simply a gasoline 7 Series with the engine removed. It's BMW's vision of what a modern flagship luxury car can become when electric power, advanced technology, comfort, and performance are brought together in one package. So here's the big question. If you had the choice between a traditional, high-performance luxury sedan and this silent, technology-packed electric flagship, which one would you choose? Because once you experience the instant acceleration, the air suspension, the premium cabin, and that enormous rear theater screen, the i7 makes a very convincing argument that the future of luxury transportation might be completely electric. Imagine a luxury sedan that can go from complete silence to 60 miles per hour in just over 4 seconds, and it does it without a traditional gasoline engine. This is the 2023 BMW i7 xDrive60, and BMW has created something that feels less like a normal electric car and more like a first-class lounge on 4 wheels. From the moment you see it, the i7 makes a statement. It is huge, elegant, futuristic, and unmistakably BMW. But the biggest surprise isn't its size or its styling. It's what happens when you press the accelerator. The i7 xDrive60 uses 2 electric motors, one powering the front axle and one powering the rear, giving it intelligent all-wheel drive. Together, they produce up to 544 horsepower and 745 newton-meters of torque. BMW officially rates 0 to 100 kilometers per hour at just 4.7 seconds, while independent testing has recorded even quicker acceleration to 60 miles per hour. Think about that for a second. This is a full-size luxury sedan designed primarily for comfort, yet it can accelerate like a serious performance car. And because it's electric, the power arrives almost instantly. There is no traditional gear shifting, no engine waiting to build power, and no dramatic mechanical noise. You simply press the accelerator and this enormous sedan moves forward with an effortless burst of torque. But performance is only one part of the i7 story. Step inside, and the entire character of the car changes. The cabin is designed to feel more like a luxury lounge than a conventional automobile. You get premium materials, beautifully finished surfaces, sophisticated ambient lighting, digital displays, and an enormous amount of technology surrounding both the driver and passengers. The dashboard features BMW's curved display setup, combining the digital driver display with a large central infotainment screen. Everything feels modern and carefully integrated rather than simply having screens placed everywhere. But the real magic happens in the rear. The i7 can be equipped with an enormous 31.3-inch theater screen that folds down from the roof. Suddenly, the back seat isn't just a place to sit. It becomes a private entertainment space. Passengers can enjoy movies and other content on a massive ultra-wide display while sitting in extremely comfortable, executive-style seats. And those seats aren't ordinary luxury car seats either. Depending on the configuration, the rear passengers can have heating, ventilation, massage functions, power adjustment, and even reclining capability. The goal is obvious. BMW wants the person sitting in the back to feel like they're traveling in a private first-class cabin. And then there's the atmosphere. The ambient lighting can completely change the feeling inside the cabin, while premium audio, crystal-style controls, high-quality leather, and beautifully finished trim create an environment that feels incredibly expensive. But despite all that luxury, the i7 is still a driver's car.